What is a white wedding supposed to be? It is simply a public declaration, blessing, and introduction of the new couple. But what have we turned it into? We have turned it into a lavish, expensive party where the cost of just one outfit is enough to fit the bill of the whole ceremony. Hello there, welcome to our page. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for clicking on this video. Here we hold discussions on family affairs. If that is something you're interested in watching and supporting, we invite you right now to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, like, comment, and share our videos so we can invite others into our community. Our subject today is that which is of great concern in the society at the moment, and that subject is weddings. Weddings. Before I go into talking about weddings today, I would like to ask us a simple question. Do you want a wedding or do you want a marriage? Because there are two different things actually. Which do you want? Do you want a wedding or do you want a marriage? Now this question is for the potential marriages and the already married. For some of the already married, answering this question would actually make you realize the reason you've been having problems in your marriage. So what is a wedding? What is a wedding? A wedding is the matriculation into the institution of marriage. A wedding is something totally different from a marriage. A wedding is a ceremony, while the marriage is the institution. Marriage is an institution that we never graduate from. It is an institution. Marriage is a university that we never graduate from. Meanwhile, some of us are busy investing so much time, so much energy, so much resource in the matriculation process. #wedding. Ignoring the fact that the institution involves learning time, study time, research time well ahead of us. Stop investing so much time and resource in the matriculation ceremony. Weddings have generally become so attractive and so glamorous that is making our young people to lose focus. Beautiful photos and videos of weddings are making our young people to cry. Oh God, when? God, when? God, when? Not because they are looking forward to the institution, but they are only looking forward to the ceremony, which is just the matriculation into the institution. Then immediately after the ceremony, after the hype of the honeymoon is gone, after all the euphoria dies down, it dawns on them that they have been matriculated into the institution of marriage. I need you to note something. A wedding is simply a party, tagged wedding. It is simply a party. If you see the wedding as what it really is, which is a party, this will guide you when you are making decisions as you're planning for it. There are certain things I feel should be forbidden when one is planning a wedding party. The first thing I feel one should never do while preparing for a wedding party is borrow funds. Don't borrow funds from any financial institution. It is not wise to borrow funds from your friends. It is not wise to borrow funds at all to throw a party, because your wedding is simply a party. When you find the need to go borrow funds for your wedding, I feel that you have misplaced priorities. I saw a post recently about a young man who was still paying back the funds he borrowed for his wedding 2 years after his divorce. This young man has been divorced for 2 years. Meanwhile, he's still paying back the funds that he borrowed for his wedding. Wisdom or foolishness? You tell me. Starting your marital life on a loan is not wise. Now you have not even started your life. Meanwhile, your institution is already bankrupt. Some young men actually borrow these funds without telling their spouse because they don't want to make it look as if they are not capable. Ladies, please do yourself a favor by not planning a dream wedding in your head. Because when you tell your partner, when you tell them these dream weddings, and because they love you and they do not want to disappoint you, they will go ahead and borrow funds in order to run that wedding so that you're not disappointed. Number 2 thing I feel should be forbidden and banished from when you're planning your wedding is billing your friends. If you have to bill your friends to throw your wedding party, then your priority is wrong. Nowadays, when somebody announces that they are engaged to be married, their friends begin to have high blood pressure because they know that they are going to be billed. They know that they are going to be billed. You are the one that is planning a party. I am the one that is being billed. If at the end of the day I am unable to contribute, it will become a problem for me and you because I will be avoiding you. Because I know that anytime I see you, I will be feeling guilty. And anytime you see me, you will remember that I did not contribute to your day. Also, you give people the license to speak negative things into your relationship because their hard-earned money is invested in it. People go as far as saying, after contributing all this money now, after one year, they will say they are not doing it again. Yes, their hard-earned money is there. So you have given them the license to talk. Remember that the walls have ears. Please cut your coat according to your size. The third thing I feel we should be careful of, and this one is actually to the ladies. Ladies, please do not plan your wedding ahead of time. Do not save up for your wedding. Do not go booking the hall ahead of time. Do not go booking your wedding gown ahead of time. Don't do all that. Because when you do all that, it's like you have planned a lavish wedding, you have planned everything, and you're now looking for the special guests of honor. And because you have everything planned, you're not looking for any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Because you've already planned this lavish party, so any Tom, Dick, and Harry that comes your way, you hold on to them. And then you ignore every red flag because you're holding on to your special guest of honor. Don't plan all these things well ahead of time. Sometimes you become very desperate and it makes you ignore red flags. Please, you can hold a lavish wedding if you can afford it, if you don't have to borrow, if you don't have to bill your friends, and if it's not coming from the woman. Yes. The man can foot the bill because he's a man. We all know that there is something called gender roles. There is something called gender roles. What is a white wedding supposed to be? It is simply a public declaration, blessing, and introduction of the new couple. But what have we turned it into? We have turned it into a lavish, expensive party where the cost of just one outfit is enough to fit the bill of the whole ceremony. Let us therefore plan wisely, having our priorities straight, paying more attention to the institution instead of the ceremony. Please begin your marital journey on a solid foundation so you can give it a 99.9 chance of survival. I liken this to a student who gains admission into the university, paying attention only to the matriculation ceremony instead of the coursework ahead of them. I end today's episode with a common quote, which simply says, "Cut thy coat according to your size." End quote. We all know that if it's too small or too big, it's very uncomfortable. Thank you so much for watching. See you at the next one. Bye-bye.